All right. Ooh, going to tower game 1. I think this is a good stage for Zetter in this matchup. I know Sylvs are okay with it, but it's... Who needs big moves when you're that close all the time?
I feel like the plat layout's good for Zetter, but then I feel like the blast zones are good for Sylv.
That's true, but I think the blast zones favor for Zetter just as much. Because like Sylv's gonna kill Zetter on any stage in the same way. Percent really doesn't matter. It's more like stage control. And I think Sylv cares more about the top blast zone more than the side blast zone, to be honest. Up air is a big defining move in this matchup.
Gridlock looking great so far, and one thing that's interesting here, I believe Gridlock actually went into losers against the Zetterburn and Jubilo. So this is a chance at redemption for her in this matchup. Nard a different Zetterburn than Jubilo, but I think right now she's looking great in the matchup.
Yeah, that recovery sequence kind of scares me for this set.
From Nard?
Yeah. He got back this time, but...
that recovery situation scares me.
That scares me even more. Sylv can hit a lot of buttons, so it's... You gotta be ready for everything.
So, I think, and this is the other reason I think Sylvs like this stage, they can play a lot on these platforms. They can have a fun time. And anytime you have edge canceling and a top platform for the Sylv recovery, they're feeling pretty happy. I don't know how strong it is.
I think something
but they
that
like
it's kind of hard to really notice if you're not like actively looking for it. But Sylv's recovery is pretty reactable in the sense that if they're going high, they have to commit to going high. So if you have to, up air is a surprisingly strong move.
And I will say, I don't think the edge cancels and all those tricks actually helped Gridlock. But then at some point she decided, I think I'll hit him. And immediately Nard gets double up aired off the top.
Up air kills. It's hard. It's got an angle flipper on it that's equally strong. If you do the other wrong way, you go straight up and it'll kill you. Famously, one of my least favorite moves in the game. Solid bands, solid bands. Aramata, bad stage.
Merchant Port. Now, I think if I saw a Sylv that spent basically a stock and a half just up edge canceling on top plat, and I might not go here, but
Nard's just giving her so much space to work with.
But again, it's a fine stage for Zetter.
There are a few stages where I think Zetterburn's just bad on, but like I said, it's a matchup thing. You have to have a game plan for that space. If you just have space and you don't work with it, then you're just giving your opponent more of an advantage.
Yeah. I will say one thing that's different from, let's say, the Bagels friend set. Gridlock's actually going to be trying to approach Nard here, it seems.
Which is weird. Like, I feel like the roles are reversed right now, where Gridlock is playing the attacker here, and Nard's just trying to space everything out. Bad D on the fair to take a stock here.
I will say, Gridlock's advantage state looks great. Her aggression looks great. So, kind of no reason to change the roles.
That's very
unless that is a big swing.
Some surprise from Gridlock on why she got hit by that. Zetter's gonna down special if they're high. Like, Zetters don't go high unless they know you're not gonna cover it. There's zero reason for a Zetter to recover high in that situation.
And you really shouldn't be surprised. It wasn't even the very start of the down special. It was right there.
Wrong place, wrong time.
Wrong place, wrong time.
It's looking good for Nard, though. He will take that all day, every day.
Yep. And now, you know, playing the hit and run Zetter looks great.
Yep. That's the call for going high. You got to be ready for it.
I think hit and run Zetter, you know, you pick your spots, you go in some of the time, you play more of the zoning game the rest of the time. I think that works really great, especially if you have a lead.
Yeah.
I think when you're behind, then everything starts to look tough.
It's this kind of the same instance of like Melee Peach, where you get that hit, you can kind of play it how you want. You don't have to go in, but once you get that hit, you can kind of just explode. Malkalush's Winners Finals. Not seeded. I think both those players are above, not well above, but they are above their seed right now.
Is Malk above it?
Malk might be seeded for this.
I think they're both in the talks though. These are players not a surprise to see in top 8.
Shadowhawk out of the tournament. Got knocked out by, who was it? I think it was T. Richard, actually.
Yeah, T. Richard definitely took a set. I don't know if that was in losers or if it was in winners.
Yeah, it was losers. If it was T. Richard, then it was losers. All right, game 3. Ooh. You kind of have to, I think it's no DI is the answer there, because it sends you up and away. It's similar to like Orcane down smash trajectory, I believe.
Yeah, for sure.
But drift out is super important. It's just a hard, visualization because there is that reverse hit on the backside of it, but it's tricky on which one you're going to get hit by because there's not a visual for it. It's just kind of the spacing.
And Gridlock's got some great extra credit here, and that is a big reversal.
Ooh.
But okay, Nard does end up closing it out.
Nard's just not capitalizing on Syl's recovery. He's just kind of letting her back consistently.
Ooh, okay. Okay, we're not off the top. The danger there is always if the Syl finds that last up air, you will go off the top. But fortunately for Nard, just getting out of the upper range. I do like the down air attempt there. I think that's the way you kind of get back into games like these. Take your chances when you have them.
Yeah, for sure. Zetter has the opportunity to make a lot of moves.
And there's that up air. It's
killer.
You know, eventually the Sylv will find almost all of their combo tools.
So right here,
an up air.
You need to be challenging this for like. Now he's trying to go out there. Like this is what you need to be doing to recover a Sylv's edge guard.
That's a huge down air. And we are.
It's a weird one. Zetter has to respect Syl a little bit, but it's that little bit of respect that leads to I'm going to call you out and I'm going to go for it. If you can get above Syl, this is what I was saying earlier. Like when you see that they're going to go for a high recovery,
big catch. Yeah. That up strong seals out the game. You always have to be careful on the B stash. If you do not hold out, you can, if the Sylv rips the up strong, you will get hit.
Yep.
And for the Sylv, there's not a risk to pulling the trigger. If they pull it and they're right,
you die.
You win. And if you don't pull it,
ooh, I don't like this. I don't like this. Maybe it's just Griddy's crazy on this stage, but
what makes this stage hard?
You don't have platforms to recover on. The side blast zones really don't do you any favors, and the ceiling's still also not very high. So like, still has a lot of ways to kill you, and your recovery is just put into a rough spot.
I see. It's the difference is the side plats here from Zetter's perspective. They're too far away from the ledge to actually matter.
I think this is a sleeper pick for Zetter. I think more can like go here. I've messed with it for some matchup counter picks, but this one I don't think is. Not great DI in the up smash to get a kill for Nard.
That is the thing that will make the difference for Nard on this stage. It has to be the punish. I think you can get some nice platform tech chase extensions that can lead to early kills. You can take advantage of the close blast zones, whether that's finding things off the top plat, or finding things off the side blast zones.
I stand by. I don't think this is a great pick, but it's working. Whether or not it's good, it's working.
But I think both players have hit extremely hard on opening, so it's just a matter of it's very dangerous for both players.
Good tech to stay alive here. Multiple good techs. That up air, every time you think it's gonna reverse, it doesn't.
And this, it's potentially one opening for both players. Don't be fooled by the percent. You can make huge money against Zetterburn in this situation.
Yeah, pin does kill at this percent if you're
and double fair. If you catch the Zetterburn with the plat blues fair in the blast zone, it will kill.
I like the attempt. Not.
Oh, okay, we're getting tricky with it.
Good tech. Good tech.
Good bite.
She's done that bite many times now. I think it's just scared him.
Okay, Nard's back.
Ooh, not great DI.
That's enough. That's enough.
Yeah. We're going to game 5. We've got a set, baby. We got a set. Yeah, this is going to be our last set commentating here. This bike and I got to warm up. I got Elkies to beat. All right, fairly neutral pick. I think it is a good Sylv stage, but Zetter can still make it work.
Okay.
Yeah. She's been doing a lot of bites.
But they're working.
They're working. If it ain't broke,
It
don't
is a
fix
good
it.
option.
For sure. I would like to see some adaptation for it. Zetter really can cover a lot of Sylvanos' burrow mix-ups, especially if they're telegraphed. I just think he's not ready for it.
Yeah, I think you have to be aware also that if the Sylv goes high, they always have that bite mix-up. A lot of people don't understand that they don't have to have grass there if they're coming from high, because there's a way to actually plant the grass on landing. So a lot of people just get caught by that, thinking, oh, they can't bite, and then they bite.
That's exactly what she was going for. She threw seed out during that recovery to try and hit it to get that bite out of burrow. Even game. I think Gridlock slowed this down a lot. Really trying to take her time with it.
I mean, I think it's usually good as long as she still can find her punish. You know, some players I think need to play fast, strong, and Nard's one of them.
I think Nard's, when it comes to bread and butters for Zetter, I think he's done a good job showing that he can get those pretty consistently. I think he's not fishing for it is the difference in it. When he has the bread and butter, he hits it. but I'm just not seeing him go for it when it's at percent.
Ooh,
Not
big
good
parry.
coverage on the recovery, but still manages to...
Oh, that might be death.
Nah, you got one more chance.
I thought down tilt and to extend the edge guard there. Oh, that could be big.
You got to destroy that seed. Helps. Doesn't tech.
Oh, no down strong.
Ooh.
Up there. Yep. Okay, last stock.
So is that 100? This is very doable for Nard.
Oh, big F strong, but no fire.
Got to cover that up. Got to cover the high.
It's back high. The how is working. We get an edge guard. And you have to be careful here. If you get down there in the wrong position, this is how the Sylv makes it back in the set. Oh, be so careful on those parries.
She's trying to
jab
cheese.
out.
Look at the cheese. This is Nard's game to lose.
Oh,
Lost fire.
Not quite yet with F strong.
Oh, that's a down
that's
smash.
tricky,
Down
and
smash covers everything there.
That's the one time she doesn't bite. That's why Nard was scared. Gets the parry.
Oh, misses sweet
So
spot up air.
close.
Let's go, Zetter. That was a good set.